I want to appreciate this initiative by all the critical stakeholders in the education sector, coordinated by SUBED. I want to urge you to make sure that we take this as far as we can, and urgently too. I'd like to ask the Ministry of Education, let's come up with a Marshall Plan for how to digitalize education across all the sectors within the next 2 to 3 years. In the next 2 to 3 years, we should be able to harness all that we can harness. We therefore must do all we can to roll this out to every nook and cranny of the state. I have always believed that unless we improve public sector education, we are not serious. No matter the opportunities we have in the private sector, we can only engage a very small fraction of our population. We can say education is expensive. Try illiteracy. It's certainly more expensive. And so we need to come up with strategies on how to turn around this situation. Even in government, we must step up, the effort to digitalize governance, in the coming year or two. So it's going to be a collaborative effort of all the MDAs. It's not just one ministry or department. It's going to be a collaborative effort. And we must work in synergy to make this a reality. I therefore want to thank all those who have collaborated to make this a reality that we are launching today. This is just the beginning of the journey, but it's not the end of the journey. We must follow diligently till we get to the place where we can stand shoulder to shoulder with the best in digital learning. And I'm sure we are able to do so. I'd like to urge our teachers, thank you for the leadership you are providing, for the workforce in the education sector. They are very critical to the success of this initiative. And I'm sure that we would collaborate to make sure that they are duly motivated to be able to guide these young ones to where we want to get them to. More so that we're entering into the CBT era in everything. We must prepare children. When we did the census of the CBT facilities for CBT in the state, we were embarrassed. The whole of Plateau State, we had only 17 centers. And out of the 17 centers, I think 12 or so were in Jos here. So it means that in far-flung local governments, they cannot even sit down and write the CBT. That's why I said we must sit together, come up with a Marshall Plan holistically. So it is my pleasure and honor, therefore, to formally launch the Nigerian Learning Passport platform, which is duly anchored by all the partners, especially UNICEF, for the deepening of the digital learning on the plateau. It's my pleasure to... Is this what we're watching?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is one of the routers. Okay. So it's my honor and privilege to formally launch this platform for the advancement of digital learning for our children particularly. And I pray that Plateau State will be recorded as one of the states that have taken this initiative seriously, and that before long we will see the dividends of this initiative. So I launch this to the glory of God the Father, Amen. The Son, and the Holy Spirit.
On behalf of UNICEF, as we mark transformative milestone, that is the official launch of the Nigerian Learning Passport. This moment reflects our shared dedication to revolutionizing the education sector and ensuring that every child in Plateau State has access to quality and inclusive education. Across Nigeria, we have already seen the impact of Nigerian Learning Passport in bridging the learning gaps, as thousands of children and young people are using it to continue their learning in school, during school closures as a catch-up on a missed lesson and explore new areas of knowledge. It has also provided teachers with tools to enrich their lesson, because the Nigerian Learning Passport is not only for the learners, it is also for the teachers, because they can use it to access learning content. And even the issue of teachers' capacity, we have a lot of learning content that the teachers can make use of the Nigerian Learning Passport. The Nigerian Learning Passport is a groundbreaking initiative developed by UNICEF in partnership with Microsoft in the rural communities. So this is a giant partnership with UNICEF with a support from the Global Partnership for Education. Since it is national rollout in March 2022, when the Nigerian Learning Passport was unveiled in Nigeria, the NLP has proven to be a powerful tool for bridging learning gaps and ensuring continuity in education. In an increasingly digital world, the ability to learn online is no longer a luxury but a necessity, making it possible for a child in the most remote village to access the same quality content. That is why we want to achieve the sustainable goal 4, which is ensuring inclusive and quality education for all, irrespective of where they are, who they are, whatever they have.